This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week in practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Gators kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Handoff for Ball. There's some room. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. And it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. For the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got his man in the middle. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very...
Breaks into the open on the left. Past the 30. 10. Into the house. Touchdown Sooners. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to Ball. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To the air, it's Mateer. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Sooners heading quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Gator! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. He'll return it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going to try to get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Pocket breaking down. Got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got him downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Makes a catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He wants to throw it again. Trying to bull his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Jones wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Powers through the defender. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Gators in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Over to the right side, that's Wilson. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Might be calling a hot route.
Bling, bling, bling. Hey, drill, drill, drill. Over here, bullseye, bullseye.
Jones to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Gators. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to bring it out. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Corner's going to give them room. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield very late in the half. Floats it out in space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jones wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hurricanes. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on it.
But, and he's got room. Drill just keeps moving. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Makes the grab. It's Mays. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones to throw. On target.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Gets it out quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
The Gators have it with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you can tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll go jumbo package. 3 tight ends set on third and goal.
Black 14! Black 14! Hey, easy.
Tries to get it himself. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run with ball. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will give them the lead.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Mateer. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry up. Quarterback keep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I love the job in coverage defensively there. A lot of people probably thinking they're going to throw for it short considering what they're down. And
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pumps it downfield. Makes the grab.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Jones wants to throw it, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo.
Running inside. It's Ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And it's good! Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Harris. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Love the effort, tried the toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Mateer. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners have this offense rolling.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes for 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Possession game.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The offense changing the play. Here's Jaden one more time. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st down. Salt this clock.
They'll have a 1st down here. A Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. Makes it past the marker. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Ball again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Gators enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Motion from the wideout. Snags it, and he's open. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off them, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly and got the big 1st down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And he got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's 3rd down. Listen, if I go get this 1st down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this 3rd down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You can tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here.
Makes the catch. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.